Hello everyone, you're welcome to solve this nice square root algebra problem, which is the square root of x plus square root of x. This is equal to 2 square root of 3. Now, what is the value of x from here? Let's prevent the solution. Now, we have the square root of x plus square root of x. This is equal to, this is 2 square root of 3. So the first step to do here is to square both sides. Let's square both sides from here. So that now we eliminate the first square root sign. So that we have here x plus square root of x. This is equal to 2 multiplied by square root of 3. Everything here raised to power 2. Now we find that 2 times square root of 3 raised to power 2. This is in the form of a times b raised to power n, which we can express as a to power n times b to the power of n. Applying this exponent property, then we have x plus square root of x. This is equal to 2 squared times square root of 3 raised to power 2. So therefore, we have x plus square root of x from here. This is equal to 2 squared, which is equal to 4. Then square root of 3 raised to power 2. This means we eliminate the square root sign, so this is times 3. So we have x plus square root of x. This is equal to 4 times 3, which is equal to 12. Let's take 12 on the left-hand side from here. So that now we have x plus square root of x. Subtract 12. This is equal to 0. So this is from here, we can let square root of x be equal to m. So this implies that x is the same thing as m squared. So x is equal to m squared. Substituting this back to the equation here, we have m squared, then plus square root of x, which is m, minus 12. This is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation of the form am squared plus bm plus c. This is equal to 0. From this quadratic equation, we have a equal to 1, b equal to 1, and that c equal to negative 12. Now, to solve for m1, m2, we apply the quadratic formula, that's minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, everything here divided by 2 times a. Substituting the values of a, b, and c from here, we have minus 1 plus or minus the square root of b squared, in this case is 1 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, then times c, which is negative 12. Everything here divided by 2 times 1. Now this implies that here we have minus 1 plus or minus the square root of, now this is 1 squared, which is 1, then minus 4 times minus 12, this is plus 48. Then here dividing everything by 2. So this implies that here we have minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 1 plus 48. This is equal to 49. Everything here divided by 2. So this implies here we have minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 49. This is equal to 7 divided by 2. So therefore we have that m1 is equal to minus 1 plus 7 divided by 2. So this implies that here minus 1 plus 7, this is equal to 6 over 2. So if you simplify here, this is equal to 3. m2 from here, this is the same thing as minus 1 minus 7 over 2. This is the same thing as minus 8 over 2. And this implies that we have that m2 is equal to minus 4. So we have m1 is equal to 3, m2 is equal to minus 4. In this case, if you recall from here, we have seen that let square root of x be equal to m. Let's start with m1. That implies that square root of x is equal to m1, which is equal to 3. So this implies that the value of x here, we square both signs. And this means that square root of x squared, we eliminate the square root sign. So that x1 is equal to 3 squared, which is 9. Let's solve for x2. x2 in this case is equal to square root of x. This is equal to m2. m2 is minus 4. So let's square both signs from here. And this implies that square root of x squared, this means that x2 is equal to minus 4 squared, which is equal to 16. So this is the value of x2. x1 is 9 from here, and x2 is equal to 16. So the next step from here is to verify that x1 and x2 satisfies the equation as follows. Now let's verify that x1 and x2 from here satisfies the equation. Now if you recall, we have that the square root of x plus square root of x, this is supposed to give us a value of 2 square root of 3. Substituting x1, which is equal to 9 in this case, this implies that we have square root of 9 plus square root of 9. This is supposed to give us a value of 2 square root of 3. So this implies that here we have square root of, now this is 9 plus square root of 9. This is the same thing as 3. This is supposed to give us a value of 2 square root of 3. Now, this implies that 9 plus 3, this is equal to 12. So we have square root of 12. This should give us a value of 2 square root of 3. Now, the next step from here, we can express square root of 12 as square root of 4 times 3. This is supposed to give us a value of 2 square root of 3. Remember, square root of 4 times 3, this is in the form of square root of a times b, which we can express as square root of a times square root of b. So in this case, here we have square root of 4 times square root of 3. This is equal to 2 square root of 3. Square root of 4, this is 2, multiplying by square root of 3 from here. This is equal to 2 square root of 3. So this implies that the left add side is equal to the right add side. And this verifies that x1, which is equal to 9, satisfies the equation. So let's check x2 from here, which is equal to 16. Let's check x2, which is equal to 16. So this implies that here we have the square root of 16 plus square root of 16 here. This is supposed to give us a value of 2 square root of 3. So from here, we have the square root of 16 from here, then plus the square root of 16. This is actually equal to 4. This should give us a value of 2 square root of 3. And therefore from here, we have the square root of 16 plus 4. And this is equal to 20. This should give us a value of 2 square root of 3. We can express square root of 20 as 5 times 4. and this is equal to square root of 3. So let's check if this is true. Now, applying this property here, that is square root of a times b, this is equal to square root of a times square root of b. This implies that here we have square root of 5 times square root of 4. Let's check if this is equal to 2 square root of 3. Now, from here, we have square root of 4, this is 2. So this implies we have 2 square root of 5. And this is not equal to 2 square root of 3. And this implies that x2, which is equal to 16, does not satisfy the equation. So this therefore implies that we only have one solution here, which is x1, which is equal to 9. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye bye.